When men hear the phrase better blood flow, they often think it requires complicated treatments, prescriptions, or extreme lifestyle changes. But the truth is, your body responds quickly to small, consistent habits, especially when those habits support vascular health. And today, I'm going to explain how adding just 1 teaspoon of a powerful natural ingredient each day can create noticeable improvements in penile blood flow by supporting nitric oxide, reducing inflammation, and nourishing the lining of your blood vessels. Let's be very clear, erections are not about masculinity or strength. They are about circulation. The healthier your arteries are, the stronger, firmer, and more reliable your erections become. The penis has some of the smallest blood vessels in the body, which means it is often the first place you notice poor circulation. So when anything improves blood flow, even slightly, the results are felt quickly. The ingredient I'm talking about is beetroot powder. Just 1 teaspoon daily provides a concentrated dose of natural dietary nitrates. These nitrates convert into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and opens blood vessels. This same pathway is what many ED medications target, but beetroot supports it gently and naturally. When nitric oxide rises, the arteries widen, blood pressure improves, and blood can move through penile chambers more freely. A teaspoon is small, but the effect is significant because it works at the endothelial level. Endothelial cells line your blood vessels, and beetroot's antioxidants help them become more flexible and responsive. This means when you're aroused, your vessels respond faster and stronger. You may notice better morning wood, quicker firmness, and improved stamina. And the best part, this isn't a stimulant or a hormone. It's simply helping your body work the way it's supposed to. Consistency is the key. You can mix the teaspoon in water, smoothies, yogurt, or warm water before exercise. Over time, you'll feel more energy, better circulation, and less performance anxiety because your body starts supporting you instead of working against you. Many men also experience improved workout performance and reduced fatigue because nitric oxide boosts oxygenation throughout the body, not just below the belt. Of course, this is not a magic cure. You still need hydration, sleep, minerals like magnesium and zinc, and control over stress. But if you want one simple, science-backed habit to start today, one habit that targets the exact pathway erections depend on, this is it. A daily teaspoon of beetroot powder is small enough to be effortless, yet powerful enough to support fast, noticeable changes in penile blood flow. Remember, your sexual health is a reflection of your overall vascular health. Support your blood vessels, and your body will reward you in more ways than one. 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder boosts nitric oxide naturally by providing your body with one of the richest sources of dietary nitrates, which are essential for opening blood vessels and improving circulation. When you consume beetroot powder, these nitrates begin a transformation inside your body that starts in your saliva, continues in your stomach, and completes in your bloodstream, where they convert into nitric oxide, a molecule responsible for relaxing and widening the inner walls of your arteries. This is crucial for men because the penis contains extremely small and sensitive blood vessels that require a strong nitric oxide response to achieve firmness, fullness, and sustained erections. Many men struggle with low nitric oxide due to age, stress, smoking, poor sleep, dehydration, and high blood sugar, all of which damage the cells lining blood vessels. Beetroot powder works like nourishment for these cells, helping them restore their flexibility and responsiveness. Think of it as giving your arteries the lubrication and support they need to function smoothly, especially in areas where performance depends heavily on optimal circulation. The beauty of beetroot powder is that it works quietly and consistently. You don't feel a sudden jolt or stimulation, but over time, you notice that your body begins responding faster during arousal, your morning erections become stronger, and your stamina improves during intimacy. Many men also find that beetroot improves their energy throughout the day, increases their exercise endurance, and reduces feelings of heaviness or sluggishness, all because nitric oxide enhances oxygen delivery to muscles and tissues. What makes the 1 teaspoon habit powerful is that nitrates act almost immediately after entering the blood, but their long-term benefits build up as your endothelial function improves. Endothelial cells, those delicate cells lining your blood vessels, play a major role in sexual performance, and when they are healthy, your vessels open smoothly, allowing blood to travel freely into the penile chambers. Beetroot's antioxidants, especially betalains, support these cells by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can interfere with blood flow. Unlike medications that temporarily force vessels open, beetroot gives your body the raw materials to create its own nitric oxide in a natural, balanced way, making the effect both safe and sustainable. A simple teaspoon mixed into water, juice, or a smoothie becomes a daily ritual that builds internal strength, not just sexual performance. Over weeks, this gentle support accumulates, helping your cardiovascular system work more efficiently and giving you confidence because you know your erections depend not on luck or external boosters, but on strong internal circulation. That single teaspoon becomes an investment in your blood flow, your energy, and your overall vitality, making it one of the easiest and most effective habits for men seeking better performance through natural physiology rather than shortcuts. Nitric oxide opens and relaxes penile blood vessels by acting as the body's natural signaling molecule that tells the arteries when to soften, widen, and allow more blood to flow into sensitive tissues. When nitric oxide levels rise, the smooth muscles surrounding your blood vessels begin to relax, lowering resistance and allowing blood to move freely with less pressure. This process is essential for achieving strong, firm, and reliable erections because the penis relies on rapid, high-volume blood flow to fill its chambers and maintain rigidity. In fact, the very first step of an erection is nitric oxide being released from the nerves and endothelial cells inside the penile arteries. Without enough nitric oxide, even if you feel mentally aroused, your body cannot produce the physical response you want. Men who struggle with weak or inconsistent erections often have impaired nitric oxide production, and this can come from daily lifestyle habits such as poor diet, chronic tension, lack of exercise, or conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. When nitric oxide is low, the blood vessels stay tight and narrow, making it difficult for blood to enter the penis quickly enough to generate firmness. This is why improving nitric oxide naturally becomes more than just a sexual benefit. It becomes a circulatory upgrade for the entire body. Beetroot powder, through its nitrate-rich profile, enhances this nitric oxide pathway, helping the blood vessels relax and open more efficiently. This relaxation effect not only improves arousal response, but also enhances overall vascular health, reducing strain on the heart and improving oxygen delivery to all organs. When nitric oxide increases, it reduces stiffness in the arteries, allowing them to expand like a well-oiled machine rather than a rigid pipe. This flexibility is what allows the penis to react instantly to stimulation. You may notice that erections happen faster, last longer, and feel fuller because the chambers can trap and hold more blood. Another important part of nitric oxide's role is its ability to support endothelial repair, helping the cells lining your vessels recover from damage caused by stress, sugar spikes, or inflammation. These cells release nitric oxide naturally, so when they are healthy, your body can sustain strong erections without needing external stimulant. Many men also find improvements in blood pressure, athletic stamina, and even mental clarity because the same dilation process enhances oxygen and nutrient flow throughout the entire body. What makes nitric oxide even more powerful is that it works moment by moment, responding instantly to the body's signals, which means that supporting it daily with a simple teaspoon of beetroot powder can create noticeable changes in performance within weeks. As your nitric oxide levels rise and your vessels begin to open more easily, you set the foundation for consistent, effortless erections that come from improved natural physiology, not tension, anxiety, or forced effort. This is why boosting nitric oxide becomes one of the most effective ways to transform male sexual performance from the inside out. Better vessel flexibility leads to stronger, firmer, and faster erections because the penis depends entirely on how quickly and efficiently blood vessels can expand in response to arousal. When blood vessels are stiff, narrow, or slow to react, the blood cannot rush into the penile chambers with enough pressure to create a solid erection. This is why many men notice delays, softer erections, or difficulty maintaining firmness. They are not dealing with a desire problem, but a flexibility problem in their arteries. Vessel flexibility, also known as vascular elasticity, is the ability of blood vessels to widen smoothly without resistance when the body needs more blood flow. Young, healthy vessels respond instantly, almost like a rubber band that stretches effortlessly. But with age, stress, poor diet, and inflammation, the vessels harden and become less responsive. This rigidity reduces blood flow everywhere in the body, but because the penile arteries are extremely small, the effects show up there first. When you improve flexibility through natural nitric oxide boosters like beetroot powder, you give your vessels the ability to open quickly and fully, which is exactly what an erection requires. Flexible vessels deliver a surge of blood the moment your body signals arousal, filling the erectile chambers with strong pressure. The more blood these chambers trap, the harder and more durable the erection becomes. This is why increasing flexibility is far more effective than quick fix solutions that only give temporary stimulation. Flexibility improves the entire system, ensuring performance becomes consistent instead of unpredictable. Men with improved vascular elasticity often notice that they become aroused faster, erections feel more solid, and they can maintain firmness without struggling or overthinking. Even morning erections become stronger because nighttime nitric oxide release improves when the vessels are healthy. Additionally, flexible blood vessels help reduce the workload on the heart, improve oxygen delivery, and enhance stamina, all of which indirectly supports sexual confidence and endurance. When your circulation moves smoothly, your body doesn't have to fight to maintain blood pressure in the penile area, meaning erections feel more natural and effortless. The beauty of improving vessel flexibility is that the benefits accumulate over time. Each day of supporting your vascular system makes the next day even better, gradually restoring youthful responsiveness. Beetroot powder plays a major role here because it nourishes the endothelium, the delicate layer that controls dilation. A healthier endothelium produces more nitric oxide, and more nitric oxide means more flexibility. The cycle becomes self-reinforcing. Better flexibility leads to better blood flow. Better blood flow leads to stronger erections, and stronger erections enhance overall confidence and performance. This is why focusing on vessel health rather than shortcuts creates long-term transformation. When your arteries become smooth, responsive, and elastic again, your body naturally supports firm, fast, and reliable erections without strain, confusion, or frustration. Sexual performance becomes a reflection of inner health, and vessel flexibility becomes the quiet foundation that makes everything work the way it should. Helps improve morning wood and circulation without medications by restoring the natural physiological processes that your body is already designed to use for strong, spontaneous erections. Morning wood or nocturnal penile tumescence is one of the clearest signs of healthy blood flow, healthy hormones, and a strong nitric oxide response. When men stop experiencing regular morning erections, it doesn't automatically mean a hormonal problem. More often, it signals that circulation has slowed down, blood vessels have stiffened, or the endothelial cells that release nitric oxide are struggling. This is where natural circulation boosters like beetroot powder make such a dramatic difference. By increasing nitric oxide levels through dietary nitrates, the blood vessels become more responsive, allowing them to relax and open effortlessly during the night when the body naturally cycles through erection phases. As these vessels regain flexibility, the blood is able to flow freely into the penile chambers without resistance, leading to stronger, more consistent morning wood. What makes this improvement so valuable is that it happens without relying on stimulants, medications, or artificial triggers. Instead of forcing an erection through chemical stimulation, natural nitric oxide support allows the body to produce erections the way it is meant to. Through relaxed vessels, smooth blood flow, and healthy oxygenation, this also reduces performance anxiety because when men begin waking up with stronger morning erections, it reassures them that their body is still capable and responsive. Beyond sexual health, improving circulation has a whole body impact that extends to the heart, muscles, brain, and energy levels. When blood moves freely, oxygen delivery increases, inflammation decreases, and nutrients reach tissues more efficiently. This means that the same teaspoon of beetroot powder that improves morning wood also enhances endurance during workouts, sharpens mental clarity, and reduces that heavy, sluggish feeling that comes from poor blood flow. Men often notice that they feel lighter, more energetic, and more mentally focused because nitric oxide helps the blood move smoothly through even the smallest vessels. Another major advantage is that natural circulation boosters do not cause dependence. Medications that target erectile function work by artificially enhancing the nitric oxide pathway for a short period of time, which can be helpful but does nothing to fix the underlying issue, vessel stiffness, poor blood flow, or endothelial dysfunction. In contrast, daily nitric oxide support strengthens the actual foundation of circulation, helping the body repair and rejuvenate blood vessels over time. This leads to sustainable improvements, not temporary effects. As circulation improves, the penis receives more blood during both day and night, restoring the normal pattern of spontaneous erections. Men often report that not only does morning wood return, but erections during intimacy become easier, faster, and more reliable because the blood vessels can respond immediately when arousal begins. This brings back confidence, eliminates doubt, and restores that natural sense of ease that many men feel they have lost. By supporting circulation naturally, you allow your body's sexual system to work smoothly without pressure, without medication, and without forcing anything. Just strong, healthy blood flow doing exactly what it is supposed to do works at the endothelial level, improving long-term vascular health by targeting the very foundation of blood flow. the thin, delicate lining inside every blood vessel known as the endothelium. This layer is responsible for releasing nitric oxide, regulating vessel relaxation, controlling inflammation, and maintaining smooth blood circulation throughout the body. When the endothelium is healthy, blood vessels expand easily, allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach the organ's muscles and especially the penile tissue with speed and strength. But when it becomes damaged, which happens from stress, smoking, poor diet, high blood pressure, sugar spikes, lack of sleep, and aging, the ability to release nitric oxide drops dramatically. This results in rigid, narrow vessels that struggle to carry blood efficiently. Erectile problems often start here long before any symptoms appear in other parts of the body because the penile arteries are tiny and extremely sensitive to any decline in endothelial function. That is why improving the endothelium creates such powerful changes in male performance, stamina, and morning erections. Beetroot powder, rich in natural nitrates and antioxidants, specifically nourishes the endothelial cells and restores their ability to function smoothly. When you take 1 teaspoon daily, the nitrates convert into nitric oxide, which not only expands the vessels in the moment, but also helps heal the endothelium over time. This healing effect reduces inflammation inside the vessels, clears oxidative stress, and improves elasticity. The more flexible and healthy the endothelium becomes, the easier it is for the vessels to widen on demand. This improvement doesn't just help sexual function, it enhances overall cardiovascular health, improving heart efficiency, lowering blood pressure, and increasing stamina. Men often don't realize that sexual health is directly connected to cardiovascular health, and the penis is often the first place where circulation problems show up because it requires rapid, high-pressure blood flow to achieve an erection. So when the endothelium improves, sexual performance improves naturally and consistently. Another benefit of working at the endothelial level is that it restores the body's natural rhythm of nitric oxide production. Instead of relying on external stimulants, pills, or short-term boosters, your body begins to generate and release nitric oxide on its own more effectively. This leads to stronger nighttime erections, quicker arousal response, and better performance without effort or anxiety. The endothelium also regulates blood thickness and prevents sticking or clotting inside the vessels, ensuring that blood flows smoothly with less resistance. As these improvements accumulate, men notice that their entire circulatory system feels younger, more energetic, and more responsive. Their muscles recover faster, their breathing improves during exercise, and their mental clarity increases because the brain receives better oxygen supply. The reason endothelial health is so crucial is that once this lining starts functioning optimally, the entire vascular system begins working in harmony. Erections become easier, firmer, and more predictable. Morning wood becomes stronger, blood pressure becomes more stable, and overall vitality increases because the body is finally receiving the circulation it needs. Supporting the endothelium is like repairing the foundation of a house. Once the base is strong, everything built on top becomes stronger, more reliable, and more efficient. That is why this internal repair process leads to long-term, sustainable improvements rather than short-lived results. Safe, natural, daily habit that enhances blood flow throughout the body because it supports your physiology gently, consistently, and without overwhelming your system. When you rely on synthetic boosters, harsh stimulants, or medications, the body is pushed into a temporary response that may work for the moment, but does little to build long-term health. A daily teaspoon of beetroot powder works in the opposite way. It nourishes your circulation from the inside out and supports the same pathways your body already depends on for healthy erections, energy, and cardiovascular function. This makes it a habit that feels effortless yet has a deep impact on everything related to blood flow. Every time you take that teaspoon, you're supplying your body with natural nitrates, antioxidants, and minerals that steadily improve the flexibility of your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and help your cells produce more nitric oxide. Over time, these small improvements accumulate and create a noticeable transformation in how your body responds to arousal, physical activity, and even stress. Because the habit is simple and easy, it becomes sustainable, something you can do daily without feeling pressure, strain, or dependency. Men who incorporate this routine often notice improvements in their overall vitality, not just sexual performance. The increased blood flow helps muscles recover faster after exercise, reduces feelings of fatigue, and enhances oxygen delivery to the brain, giving a clearer, more focused mental state. Even digestion, sleep quality, and skin appearance can improve because blood circulation affects every organ and tissue in the body. The beauty of this natural habit is that it supports health without forcing any sudden or uncomfortable changes. Instead, it gently encourages your vascular system to function more efficiently. This consistency is what allows the benefits to last. Natural habits strengthen the foundation rather than temporarily patching a problem, and this is why a teaspoon a day can have such a significant impact on performance, stamina, and confidence. The safety of this habit also comes from the fact that the beetroot powder does not interfere with hormones, does not overstimulate the nervous system, and does not cause dependence. Your body remains in control of its own processes, using the nitrates and antioxidants to improve circulation in a balanced, natural way. This is especially important for men who want to avoid the potential side effects of stronger interventions. Because this habit works with your biology instead of against it, the improvements feel smooth and natural, like your body is simply responding the way it used to when your blood vessels were younger, more elastic, and more responsive. Another advantage of this daily routine is its versatility. You can mix it into water, smoothies, yogurt, or even warm tea. It fits easily into your lifestyle, whether you take it in the morning, before a workout, or at night. And because it supports the entire circulatory system, not just the penile arteries, the positive effects spread throughout the body. As the days build into weeks, most men find that their confidence rises because their body begins supporting them again. A habit that takes only seconds becomes a powerful investment in blood flow strength and vitality. This is why a simple daily teaspoon is more than a sub. It's a long-term approach to maintaining healthy circulation, strong endothelial function, and reliable sexual performance in the safest, most natural way possible. At the end of the day, your sexual health is not defined by age, stress, or the challenges you've faced. It's defined by how you choose to support your body from the inside out. Strong blood flow, firm erections, and reliable performance are not mysteries. They're the natural result of healthy vessels, consistent habits, and the right nutrients. When you commit to something as simple as 1 teaspoon a day, you're choosing progress over frustration, action over uncertainty, and long-term vitality over temporary fixes. Your body is always ready to respond when you give it what it needs, and every small habit you build becomes a step towards stronger circulation, more energy, better endurance, and renewed confidence. Remember, improvement doesn't come from doing everything at once. It comes from doing the right thing consistently. Your blood vessels can heal. Your nitric oxide levels can rise, your erections can become fuller faster and more dependable, and your confidence can return in a way that feels natural, not forced. Stay consistent, stay patient, and trust the science behind what you're choosing. Because when you support your circulation daily, your body will reward you in ways that extend far beyond the bedroom. Stronger health, stronger performance, and a stronger sense of self, all from a habit simple enough to start today.